And then next thing you know, he passes his spirit on like fucking Chucky.
No. You're not going to skip past the 87 million bullets that he took and kept walking.
He threw 2 kicks on the ground after he had gotten shot like 50 times.
No, can you?
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
That's why I said I'm mad that I liked it. Like, I'm really pissed.
He's Chinese.
Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
It's funny. This movie, it's a third installment, but it's not. You don't need to watch anything before or after. It's a completely different story. It's like
First of all, bro. First of all, you wanted to know what I thought of this when I told you I watched the movie, and I'm gonna give you a hand clap. Oh, sorry, clap. Why? Because these type of movies are what this podcast is all about. Like, these are the gems that when you go, you either remember from back in the day, or you go online and you find and you watch and you're like, what the hell did I just watch? These are the gems that the podcast is built on. So kudos.
First of all, why is this movie widely available on more streaming platforms than like major Hollywood movies today? Bro, it's on Tubi, it's on YouTube, it's on any cable system that you have, DirecTV and Xfinity on demand for free. You don't even have to have cable. It's on Prime. I think it's on.
No, I watched it on Prime. I saw it on Prime. Bro, it's one of those movies. It's one of those movies where if you got it on, anybody that walks by is gonna ask, "What the fuck are you watching?"
Bro, there's parts in the movie that the actors kind of like look at the camera and like in my mind, I envision the director shouting directions to them and them not understanding what's going on. They're like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to say what?
Well, with that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
Is your boy at the Sunset Kid 56, aka Marcos, or I said that backwards. Whatever. You know who
it's all
who
good.
The hell I am.
To everybody listening, thank you guys for following along. Please like, subscribe, tell us in the comments what you think about the movie, if you've seen it, or if you're gonna go search it out. Just talk to us. Tell us how you're enjoying the podcast and whether you're enjoying the films that we cover. With that being said, Marcos, before we get into the movie, why don't you tell the people what crazy movie you picked for our 80s action adventures?
So I'm gonna use these next words loosely. I picked this movie, Ninja 3 Domination. Not depends on when you find it. Certain places have the number 3. Certain places have the Roman numeral 3.
Yep.
But Domination is always there. And it's an 80s classic. I'm using that word loosely, classic, because it's like it's one of those things that it's like, man, it is one of those Golem productions, those Canon films that you're like, okay, now I know why they went bankrupt. Because this movie, so I didn't even research it.
Before people even like, if you're familiar with 80s action, this is a Sho Kosugi classic. And when you say classic, I will attest this is a classic. It's a classic in the sense that Sho Kosugi is in this movie for about 15 minutes, but somehow he got top billing.
Yeah, and on top of that, they're like it's a trilogy.
Yeah,
like they hired him. We're like, yo, we're gonna make 3 movies, and each 3 of the movies he plays the same character but different people. Different people, completely different people. Like, and it's like the only way that you know he's different is because they tell you in the credits.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't call him by a different name. They don't even, he's wearing the same outfits in all 3 movies, dog.
Dude, so the last couple of ninja movies I seen, we saw like the biggest, the most widely released ninja movie in recent memory, in my mind, is Ninja Assassin with Bahrain, and that was produced and written by the Wachowski brothers and done by like the 8711. But other than that,
I like that movie.
I like it too. I like it. We can get into it in a second. I like it, but like then again, there was also Ninja starring Scott Adkins, but that was a straight to streaming, straight to video movie. But
I
other than
liked it, but
those,
that movie, the acting in that movie was like more wooden than the table that I used to prop my monitor and computer on, bro.
but like,
Atkins was like, "I am a ninja. You
but like,
need to fight."
he's
That's how he was.
Chinese.
Yeah.
But like, what? When's the last other like? Do we just not make ninja movies no more? Is it? Are we
So,
past that?
The last
Actually,
movie,
no. GI Joe, Snake Eyes.
yes, I was about to say,
Yeah.
he was the last coolest ninja that was included in the movie.
Yep.
But I can't like outside of Ninja Assassin and a couple movies sprinkled here and there where there were ninjas in it. I can't remember like an actual ninja movie that was good. Like and I say that like
Fine
it's a
good.
good
Yeah,
movie.
good.
Like it's a good movie. Like unless you like, I love ninja movies because I'm nostalgic.
Yep.
But you put American Ninja, you put Ninja, these three films who are three films in just the title alone. They're completely different works, different directors, different stories that they were like, you know what, let's slap Ninja on the title.
Yep.
There's never been one that I'm like, oh, that's fire. Like there hasn't even really been a ninja movie done by Asians. Like, you know what I mean? There's a ton of samurai movies, and those are excellent up and down like the decades. But like I feel like the ninja movies that I know, unless you know, and people in the comment section or wherever can leave me referrals, but every single ninja movie that I know, it has a white person that encounters ninjas.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like I'm wondering if Asian people should do movies called gangbangers and just have Asian people like, that's a gangbanger, and do the opposite.
Well, I mean, like, so the thing is, the word ninja is actually, I think, Chinese origin. Like Japanese people don't use the word ninja. I think they use shinobi.
Mm-hmm.
So as their representation. But like, I'll agree. Like, there's every ninja movie I've seen has kind of been very not slapsticky, but very like generic. Very just it's like the ninja isn't
Asian culture, like stereotypes.
But yeah, but for a lot of them, like the ninja aspect of it isn't the at the forefront, and the ones where it's at the forefront are pretty cheesy. You know, every other movie you see ninjas now like are like, okay, you got Ninja Turtles, but like that's not the idea. It's not about being the ninja. It's the turtles and shit like that. Like, so yeah, Ninja Assassin was probably the last movie where the idea of being a ninja in that world was at the forefront.
Yeah, and it was cool, and you saw it, and it was like, all right, this is dope. But like, even like I came to the realization after watching this movie that American studios, and that's the only place that I could, because I again, I've talked about that I haven't seen a lot of Asian made ninja movies, have used it as a vehicle for people that can't act but look great.
Well, so like Taylor Lautner? Like that fucking, was it Abducted?
Yeah, like they use it for people that can't act, so they could put a mask on them, or put in a double, or like put them in a crazy situation where they don't need a lot of things. Because even old girl in this movie, which was a girl from Breakin, bro,
is that the girl from Breakin?
Yes, it is. It's the same girl. Yo, she approached Ninja like she did in Breakin.
I'm thinking of Flashdance. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
Like she approached the world of ninja like she did the world of breakdancing. It's like she tried to be better than anybody that's been doing it, and she did a horrible job.
All right, so one thing I appreciated about this movie, good, we'll get into the plot in a second, but one thing I appreciate about this movie is what I hated about Ninja Assassin. It's that Ninja Assassin, they try too hard to make it overly graphic, and by that I mean like there's this training sequence. You can look it up on YouTube. It's the 8711 when they're training for Ninja Assassin, or they're training Rain for Ninja Assassin, and they're showing like how they did all their stunt work, and they're doing like single camera fight scenes, and then there's a scene in there where like all the fight scenes they're just zooming in and out. There's a lot of cuts. I'm like, let the action speak for itself. Don't try to overly, complicate the movie,
Yeah.
Which this movie, it's a lot of camera tricks, but it's very practical.
Very practical. It's like, yo, it's this movie. It's like if they had a first-time accountant financing this and he ran out of money and they had a ham fist. Bro, I don't know if you like, I did very little research on this movie other than I Googled, do I need to watch the other ninja movies like before I selected it? So I can see, so I'm like, are they tied together? And like literally in bold, Google AI was like, absolutely not. They're
That's
called
hilarious.
ninja, but they have nothing to do with any each other.
So why don't you tell the audience or the listeners like what this movie was about? Because the plot is very out there, and it's very.
Bro, I read after I watched it, I read Google Wikipedia, and I was like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, it's a ninja sent to assassinate the couple on the golf course and then
Okay.
gets caught. According to the movie, the ninja was just there. He was in a cave, and then all of a sudden they cut to a golf course, and he came in and threw aluminum foil ninja stars in which the actors they will catch, and the actor will do like this. Look, he'll be like,
Bro, he picked up the golf ball and crushed it in front of the security guard. He was like, "Who are you?" And just shoved him.
First of all, the uniform department was horrible. Like the costume,
they only had one ninja suit.
No, not even that. You notice that they only had one cop suit that was real. The other ones were like security guard, like costumes from like a costume store.
Bruh. Oh my God.
Why did they make that guy a detective and he kept wearing a patrolman uniform the entire movie? Her boyfriend.
Yeah. I don't know. But here's the thing. Okay, so this ninja is sent to kill this couple. But if you're watching the movie, it looks more like just a ninja serial killer. Because he's just killing everyone left and right.
It looked like, yo, I rewound this movie like 9 times because my wife kept talking to me, and then it went from the cave to the golf course, and I was like, what is happening? And then I realized that's just how the movie was edited. It's like, yo, it's a completely different terrain. It's like at the end was even wilder. They're obviously in like Arizona, and then they try to say that it was California or Florida, and then it was I was like, hey, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And B, this ninja made an armoire out of rock. Did you see when she went back into the cave? It was like, okay, and it had lights and everything in it.
All right. But so again, like this ninja is set to kill this couple, but what it turns out to be is this ninja is actually, what is he, a demon or is he possessed?
No, he's a traditional black ninja. First of all, that was racist as hell. He's a black ninja that had an ashy suit. That's all he had. He had an ashy suit the entire, and then I think they try to explain it like, oh, his suit is not black. It's because of the terrain where the assassination. And I was like, dog, he was bright gray in a green scenery for most of the beginning of the movie. and the thing that I died laughing, that even my wife said something, was the helicopter scene. She was like, why are there so many pulleys on the helicopters?
That helicopter clearly just flew behind a rock and then like, all right, let's cut to the explosion. Okay. So he ends up killing the couple and then killing all these cops. And then next thing you know, he passes his spirit on like fucking Chucky.
No. You're not going to skip past the 87 million bullets that he took and kept walking.
He threw 2 kicks on the ground after he had gotten shot like 50 times.
No, can we talk about how they kept shooting him and since it was their only ninja costume, they couldn't put explosion bullets on it.
Yeah.
He just kept falling on the floor and he got up. No bullet wounds at all. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Bro, when he's getting chased by the cop car and then he turns the corner and the two cops are kind of motorcycle, he just runs in between them.
Bro. And I don't know. I don't know if the movie was re-edited and reshot. They used a lot of recycled footage. That's what I'm saying. That I didn't do a lot of research until after I watched it. I just asked. I googled. It was like they used a lot of recycled scenes from the first two movies. Like it was like jump cuts of like him. The ninja stars, there was no consistency. Like they had like 4 real ninja stars and like 3 shots, and the other ones were like these super fake aluminum foil ones.
Yeah. But then after all this killing happens, his spirit moves on because the girls, for some reason, she's an electrician and she comes down, she finds the thing, and then his spirit
No, she's a telephone technician.
Same thing. Telephone technician, electrician. She finds his spirit or his sword, and his spirit goes into her, and then she's got to basically get revenge on all the cops that killed him.
Did you know
this whole time I'm trying to figure out, is he the good guy or the bad guy? I couldn't tell.
Did you realize that they couldn't afford the subtitles when he was speaking Japanese? They kept just going back and forth between the girl and him when he was holding the sword, and he just kept saying gibberish in Japanese, and he was like, and you were supposed to just imagine that he's saying some incantation. For all we know, he could have been saying hibachi.
Yeah.
Hibachi, rice.
Yeah, so then she's trying to continue the killings, and now they're trying to figure out who she is, and or like what's going on with her. Why is all of a sudden she's a dancer by the day and a fucking ninja
Super
killer by night?
shift. What is her schedule? Because she would work the telephone technician job during the day, but then it'll still be daytime, and she's dancing and doing like the aerobics class. First of all, that is the worst gym in the world. That girl's about to get raped.
Class right next to the machines.
No, yes, and then first of all, at the end of the aerobics class, the dude's about to rape that chick, and she goes in. Lucinda, that's the actress, goes in and fights all of them, right?
Yeah,
and all the dudes, I counted and froze. There was 9 dudes standing in the background, including her the guy that's interested in her, and nobody jumped in. Bruh. The guy could have easily been like, hold on, I'm a cop. Hey, what are you guys doing? No. Bro, people were like, it ain't my business.
Bro, when she breaks up that first sexual assault, and then she's trying to walk away, and the dude pushed her, I was like, oh, he pushed her for real, because she went flying into the fucking into the deck. I was like, holy shit.
I need to ask women that are in their 60s or something, is this how the gym was back in the day, where you could get raped for no reason leaving the gym and nobody's gonna say nothing?
But then again, so now she's, I get hanging out with this cop by day, but then she's also running around as a ninja assassin, taking out all these cops that killed the cop. Like, again, at this moment in the movie, I can't tell if the cops are the bad guys or if she's the bad guy. You tell me.
I don't know, but I could tell that whatever ass she was giving that cop, he let a lot of stuff go by. In the beginning of the movie, he grabbed the sword and he's like, "Oh, what is this?" And she's like, "I don't know, but it's Japanese." Mind you, he had just came from the case where they were like, the Japanese sword is missing, and he was like, "Nah, I'm getting some ass. I'm not even gonna say nothing."
But he was there while the ninja was fucking killing everybody. Yeah. He was one of the cops.
Yeah, and then later on, when he grabbed the same sword, then he's gonna be like, "Hey, hold on now, bitch." When he pulled out his gun, I was like, "You've seen this sword already. Why are you like all of a sudden concerned?"
Oh, bro, there's so much crazy shit. There's one scene in this movie where she's trying to like, I couldn't tell. I don't know if someone told her like, "Hey, try to be more of yourself because you can fight off the spirit," but like the spirit comes out the closet and is trying to repossess her. So then, first of all, she dives off the bed and lands on the table, and then she pops up, closes the closet, and then turns the radio on and starts dancing. She's like, "Yeah, that'll fight it off." And then the closet opened up, the sword comes floating out and cuts the fucking radio now.
Yo, it's floating on a wire. Like you can almost see somebody holding the sword, bro.
Oh, I love.
Can we talk about the when she goes to the cave the first time, she's wearing her pajamas, right?
Mhm.
Before she leaves. And it's the middle of the night, and she decides to put on aerobics clothes. She's wearing the leg warm. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, they only had a couple outfits, bro.
And then my favorite scene is the cop that's in full underwear playing pool with his window opens, and he has his cop shoes on the entire.
It's again, like I don't, what was going through people's mind? I was convinced. I swear to God, I was convinced they had footage from some Japanese Sho Kosugi movie that they just said, okay, how can we use some of this footage and make a story
They
around
brought
it?
him in, bro. They brought him in.
Bro, he's
Did they ever
literally in it from the last.
maybe
15
I
minutes.
missed it. Did they ever explain the temple and why everybody kept going there? And it was like the only temple in the world?
Oh yeah, it's just outside the city. There's a fucking kung fu temple that they all
Yeah.
go to.
Yeah, and it looked like if I didn't know better, it looked like the Power Rangers Angel Grove, like the command center.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's funny about Sho Kosugi was, again, they only had one ninja suit, so they gave this man a tracksuit, and then they gave him an eye patch, but they had to cut out so he could see through it.
You know what I was thinking the entire time?
What?
Is where he get that car rental? And why nobody say nothing about this man grabbing a whole body in the car rental? And I was like, I started thinking about like, yo, what happens when he returns that car? They're gonna be like, hey man, why is there like dead body residue in the back? He's like, hey, don't worry about that. Anyway, here's the key.
Bro. Again, like it just strikes me as someone, whoever wrote this, I mean, it feels like one of those movies that they just made and they're just going along. They got no script. They're like, all right, well, let's do this. Let's make you possessed. We're gonna attach you to a rope and just start doing flips. Like,
Bro, that entire scene when her boyfriend walks in and gives that man what seems to be 10 grand for a date. You saw the knot that he gave him, and the guy was like, and then when he starts spinning the makeup and then the fade out and then the makeup again, I was like, bro.
No, but then the next scene after that, they're back at the police at his desk. She's sitting on top of the desk and she's just chilling for some reason. And they're like, well, maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, I don't know. I don't know if he knows. And then the black cop comes and she's like, oh, he's one of the black cops that tried to shoot me. And then she has to go after him. Oh, it's just, I don't know. I can't imagine someone wrote the script and was like, yes, this is going to be the best movie I've ever seen.
I just think that this movie, the actual plot of the movie is how many red flags guys ignore when they're getting a nice piece of ass. Because throughout this movie, she was like, I just can't remember it. He was like, girl, shut up. Come over here. Give me a hug.
Dude, when one of the guys, police officers, he was in the what is it? It was like a bathhouse.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she just shows up and they're like, the lady's like, what kind of place is this? He goes, I don't know, but this is good.
And why did the other two girls get mad? They're like, all right, 3 is cool. 4, nah, we done. And then the one girl, they dubbed this in from the background. She was like, I don't know about you, but I'm staying. Did you hear that? That line?
Yeah. Dude, there's a scene with the cemetery. At one point, they get to a cemetery where it's one of the police officers died. So they're all at this police officer's funeral, and she's, sneaking around in the background doing ninja shit.
And nobody says anything.
No, bro. She set up a whole zip line to go like 5 feet.
Bro, these effects. And then, did you see the graphics on the car? It just said cop. One of them just said cop on the side of the car. And I was like, yo, what the hell is going on?
Dude, she timed her arrow right when they shot. As soon as someone got hit with air, people just started grabbing guns and shooting in the sky. They had no idea.
Yo, did you see what after she killed the guy that was playing pool in his underwear and shoes, that they couldn't afford the police tape, so they just had a clothesline blocking people off at the scene?
I'm telling you, if you watch this movie, I implore anybody who's listening right now, like if you haven't seen this movie, go online and find it and watch the opening action sequence, because it goes on for about 15 minutes. And however you feel about this action sequence, it's either going to be the best movie you've ever seen, or you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Like, I can't believe they made this.
I've never seen a helicopter fly so low to a tree. Like,
Mhm.
yo, the helicopter, this is the tree. The helicopter's like,
Yeah. You
Just go,
you would think somebody had it on a string just going like this. Dude, it's
yo.
I don't know. We do we ever see movies made past past 2000? Let's use that. Have you seen any movies made past 2000 that are made like this without intentionally trying to be?
No, that's the thing. Like, this movie took itself serious, and I'm pretty sure it made somebody rich.
Yeah.
Because like it was, you could tell that it was not done for a lot of money,
Mm.
and it still probably turned the profit for somebody. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But like you see, I mean, you see in movies now, I would say maybe like Cocaine Bear or Terrifier is probably along the same lines of like camp. But like, did we get to a point in movies where people just said, "Hey, let's stop making movies like this," or are movies, or is it because of the challenges in making a movie? They just didn't have the graphics or anything like the enough money or budget to make it the right way, but they still try to do it. They try to swing for the fences without the budget to let them.
I think I think there's ways to make good movies on a budget,
Mhm.
but I think so Canon Films was notorious for selling movies
Yep.
with posters. Like, they will come up with posters and then even lie. Like, literally, they said that Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to be a part of this movie, knowing that they don't even know who his agent is. And
Yeah.
they stole the film. And then I believe they got the dude from American Ninja to do it.
Oh, Michael
And,
Dudikoff.
yeah. And it's like honestly, the reason I love Canon Films is, like, if it was me running a movie studio,
Yep.
that would be me. I would do some flammery, like, yo, like the parallels to indie wrestling, or like
Mhm. Yeah.
or like really scammy booking or bookers. It
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that these actors, the bigger names, like Sho, and I think at a certain point there was Sylvester Stallone and then Chuck Norris early on in the Canon days, they were probably sold these movies differently. And once they signed their contracts and they didn't have their lawyers look at it, it was like, gotcha, bitch. Like, they literally.
Well, here's the thing. Again, a lot of the people that are in these canon movies, probably weren't big names before these movies. So,
Oh, no. Some were. Like Sylvester, he already won the Oscar for Rocky, and he did
okay.
Cobra. They
Okay.
promised him one film for him of any choosing that they'll produce if they did Cobra and something else, and he fell for it. They did Cobra. They G'd him out of money. Like, they offered him like 20 million or something, in whatever the equivalent back then was, and they gave him a quarter of it. And they turned around and said, "Yeah, we'll do that other movie if you get your own financing." And it's like,
yeah. Did they ever do it? Was there anything? What was that other movie? Nothing.
I believe it was the movie that he was like a mobster or something. It was something stupid that it never happened.
Yeah.
Like Christopher Reeve almost walked off of Superman 5.
Yeah.
That they did.
Yeah.
That was their movie. They had him, and then they gave him
5 or 4.
Whichever one that
4 is the one with the fucking. 4 is the one with the dude the solar power dude.
The solar power dude. That was the one that, like, literally, honestly, it like killed his love for acting. And he came out and said so many times about it. Like, they signed him and then they got rid of everybody else.
Yeah.
He was the only original actor. Everybody else was used from old footage.
Yeah.
To the point that he was like, yo, they cut up a scene with Lois. She wasn't cast for the movie. They repurposed a whole bunch of deleted scenes from the first 3 movies, and made it seem like she was in the movie. And they were gonna do that for the rest of the movie until Christopher Reeve was like, "Bro, what are you doing? Like, you're not gonna rip my friend off." Like, you know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, but my friend, what can we do? This is good. Like, let's do this, bro."
Dude, if you so like, do you think we should get more ninja movies back? Like, this is a genre I love. Like,
I think a good ninja movie would take the good parts of Ninja Assassin
mhm,
and learn from these old crappy movies and still
mhm.
give us a nostalgia. Like, I
Yeah.
like the whole path of like becoming a ninja and why it's essential. Why do these people dedicate their lives for this?
Yeah.
And like because ninjas were basically Ronin
Mhm.
samurais that do not believe in the shogun anymore and started taking assassination work for hire.
There you go. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And they basically, it was Ronin that were like, bro, we need to pay our bills. So at this
Yeah.
point, we're just gonna start killing people. And
Yeah.
it's like I think a drama, not a drama, but like an action movie that gives you the take out of the Dark Knight. And I know that's reaching, but like I mean out of Dark Knight, which means that they invest in the characters and submerge you in the world, I think could
Yeah.
work.
Now,
But
here's a question though. Here's what,
yeah,
because like again, as I talk about, not having a lot of ninja centric movies, we do have Naruto, and Naruto is about ninjas and that whole world, but it comes at it in a very like modern and different type of way. Do you think that is the kind of way we should be doing ninja movies now, or do you like that aesthetic of like everybody in the ninja suits and like the covert ops and
well,
all that shit?
anime people understand it, and people that are into Asian culture like ourselves, and you being Asian, obviously, of
Yes,
Asian
sir.
descent, we understand the difference. But like Joe Schmo, they'd be like, "This ain't no goddamn ninja. Where's the black suit? Where's the ninja sword?" Like, think about when these movies came out.
Why your Joe Schmo sound like a black dude at
No,
fucking
no, no.
Dairy
He
Mart?
I was trying to make it sound like a Midwest white guy. Like, come on now, like come here, Bobby, or whatever. Like, think about bro. I don't know for you because it's kind of like it is your culture, like Asian
I'm
culture.
Cambodian. I'm closer
What
to black than I am
I
ninjas,
know,
bro.
but you are of some type of Asian descent. Like, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Like it's like I know it's like Puerto
I
Ricans
can't believe
and
you just said I'm close just because you just associated me with ninjas because I'm Asian.
no, but it's like
Racist.
I
Racist.
don't want because okay, in New York in the 80s, when I saw these ninja movies,
Mhm,
you could go to one of those Asian trading stores and buy the ninja shoes and buy the
mhm.
ninja suits, and you thought you was the shit. That was
Yeah,
like an obsession. I
mhm.
assume people of Cambodian descent were not out there trying to dress like Japanese people
I'm just
because
saying,
it's
like,
like,
but I'm saying, like, anybody, listen, just because they're Asian doesn't make them. That's just like, if I see empanadas, I'm like, yeah, you know how you guys with the empanadas, it just, it's not
but
the empanadas
it's
aren't Dominican.
I think I see it more is like me as a Dominican guy seeing like Once Upon a Time in Mexico, a Desperado, and then going out and trying to randomly buy a mariachi suit
Trying
and
to
just
get
be like, "Dum, dum, dum, dum."
boleros, trying to get the boleros.
Yeah, it'd be like, that's kind of like we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
yeah,
that. We
yeah,
appreciate that culture, but we don't try to emulate it. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because it's Hispanic, but it's not Dominican Hispanic. Like, you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, but
So
do you
that's
think? Do
that.
you think? Do you think we're? Do you think we're? Like, you think it's high time we had a proper ninja movie that like
Yes,
hit the masses? Who would you want starring in it?
honestly,
You want to whitewash it?
I will want
With Tom Holland?
the lead in the movie that is not like the action lead, like but like the headliner name would be Donnie Yen because it'll be a different take from his master movies where he's like the old master and like Shaolin and Kung Fu stuff like that because again, you got to treat it with a little touch of the racism. White people are going to assume that it's a Chinese culture, even though it's not. So you got to put a familiar Asian face on it. And then this is where you could go to the tried and proven people. You could bring back the dude from Shang-Chi, Or you could bring what's it called? Russell Golden or whatever his name is. That he's not, I think he's Malaysian. He's not even Chinese. The dude from Last Holiday or the Last Christmas. You remember him? And he was also in Crazy Rich Asians.
The dude from Snake Eyes?
Yeah. Like
Well,
you got to have somebody young enough.
That dude's from like London.
I know, but that's that's what people see as Asian people. Like, he is of Asian descent, but like you got to have somebody like that or someone known. Like you can't use Rain, even though I thought Rain was amazing.
Rain was really good. That was his first, other than Speed Racer. That was his first. That was his first main movie. He was a side character in Speed Racer.
Like, and you can't, as long as you don't try to like reverse engineer and give us Soon Kang, who's 52 years old as the lead. No, I'm good.
Now I would use the kid that played fucking Zuko, the kid that plays Zuko in Avatar TV show on Netflix.
Oh, you know what? I'll give you even more than that. I'll use the kid from Karate Kid Legends. He was really good.
Listen, he was great, and I liked him in Karate Kid Legends. Didn't like him in The Long Walk because didn't nobody teach this guy how to like not be so like over the top and like I'm just trying to make this walk go. No, I would. Again, if I were to do a ninja movie in 2026, I would honestly, and this is just because of what ninjas do, I would use like a multicultural ninja clan.
Yeah,
because their whole job is espionage.
But I would also give it the same treatment that Shaolin was given when they had Jet Li and what's his name, Jackie Chan in it. Where they all were like, all right, we're gonna bring these guys that are amazing and bring partners.
Yeah, but they don't need to necessarily be like, you don't need to bring the Asian guys into it. You do a multicultural one.
No. I'm not saying Asian guys, but you got to have people that are action icons.
No, but I'm saying you can have your masters in the clan are like a Michael Jai White and a Donnie Yen and stuff like that. But then like the people that they're going to assassinate in the regular world, the modern world, that's when you can start having like the Tommy Lee Joneses and shit like that.
Yeah.
Something that brings some gravity
hold on. For the first time ever, I gotta go upstairs and take a shit. My stomach has been rumbling, so give me a second.
All right, I will make sure we edit this out.
Yo, man, this Celsius ran through me, boy.
I'm telling you, but
I didn't even know. Like,
I came out.
I
you
googled
peed
it
from
like
the back.
I Google it, and apparently the combination of the vitamins does run right, especially if you haven't eaten a heavy meal.
Mm-hmm.
It goes in there and it's like a Batista.
I made pasta yesterday, and in the pasta you just listen. I usually eat low carb, so whenever I have those high carb days, that next day, boy, I'll be unloading.
Because I was in here, I was like talking, and I was like, oh, okay. Like it started rumbling, but then that last rumble, I was like, oof, I gotta go.
Well, see, before we end this episode, we got to talk about our hot takes. All right, every week we got our hot takes.
But wait,
do you have one lined up?
Let's first rate this movie before we.
Oh, to me, okay. Are we rating this movie based off of what a good movie is, or your enjoyment?
Hold on. To go before we get to that part, to go back to what you were asking, like, yes, I kind of like the idea. I want like a ninja movie to be multi-generational, and I want it to be taken serious. Like all the ninja movies that we have been cheese fests or like they're grabbing on to like all those kung fu flicks when Bruce Lee was popular, that they literally were churning them out every week. Not like I want it to be something that people think about it, and it might not happen. Some people might not take the IP seriously or the culture seriously to do it, but I would like to see it done. But
I will say, like taking the movie seriously is, I think, it has to be like number one, because it's a specific feel and a specific type of nuance, and you gotta let go of your preconceived notions when watching a ninja movie, right?
Mhm.
And so, for instance, when I say like, and not just for the audience, but for the actors too, because you know, Snake Eyes was a great attempt at trying to modernize, ninjas, placing it in an action scenario. But when the dude kept having to take his mask off, I'm like,
Yeah.
you're losing the character of Snake Eyes.
Yep.
You know,
But they also they wanted to capitalize on the salary that they gave that guy. Just like a lot of people, like I think Edward Norton did not want to do the Hulk unless he had like a minimum something scenes of him as himself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because
Yeah.
he doesn't want to get lost. It's kind of like what other movie that besides that, it was like somebody was like, I don't want to be under a mask. It was for the original G.I. Joe too. They I think they wanted somebody famous and they passed because they were like, I don't want to be under a mask the entire movie. Like, I
Was
don't
this
want to
for
be a reveal at the end. You know what I mean?
what for G.I. Joe? Oh, was it for
Yeah.
was it for Cobra Commander?
Yeah.
Well, Cobra Commander was fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he legit wanted to be, because the second one called for him to be in the mask the entire time. He didn't want that.
Yeah.
So,
But the thing is, I get sometimes it's like, okay. So say you want to capitalize on that guy's, his star power, which I don't think his star power is that high. I'll be honest with you, but
yeah.
I get wanting to try to capitalize on it. But like the character, like at some point you're doing a disservice to the character. If you want this guy in there for the scenes where he's got his face showing, then do it. But like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, so at some point you got to be like, all right, let's go with a lesser known guy because the character of Snake Eyes is what's selling this movie, not this guy. Sorry.
Some people don't see it like that, bro. They see it as I don't know, man. They see it as like, oh no, it's about me. Like you know what I mean? Like you think like I wouldn't necessarily guess like if The Rock was cast as the Hulk and he had to be in CGI the entire time, he would have not done it. Like, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like if he was Bane and he was under a mask the entire time. I don't know if he would necessarily agree with it. It's not part of their branding. People want to put themselves, they want to get famous, not their characters. You know what I mean?
No, I get it, but that's why I think sometimes the people that are running the studios need to understand that, like, hey, like, I get attaching some famous name to this role is going to get help get the movie made, get the big bucks. But at some point, you got to realize that the character, like the character of the Hulk, is what's selling the movie, not this person playing Bruce Banner. So all you gotta do is get somebody who's capable, who's willing to be like, yeah, this is like this
Somebody
is
that's
just part of the character.
comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
I'll, you know,
Yeah, like what? Like it's like
Ruffalo.
I think in the first season of the Halo show, Master Chief never took off his helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love Pablo. Pablo's my
Yeah.
guy.
But like him, like fucking Carl Urban understood when he did Judge Dredd. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, like he doesn't take the helmet off, so it's fine.
That's why
I'm
Sylvester
already as Bane.
Stallone, most of the movie, he's not wearing the helmet because he wanted to be Sylvester Stallone in Judge Dredd.
Yeah. So, So, all right. So, yeah. But as far as this movie goes, again, it's not the best movie ever made. But for my pure enjoyment, woo, it exceeds that 1 out of 10. But give this thing a 20 because I was thoroughly entertained.
This movie is really good, as in the what the fuck that I just watched aspect.
Mhm.
But it's a different what the fuck. Unlike a Porky's, where that one is like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, you filmed this and released this like this? This is more like, oh, this is so 80s, like campy in a way that it's hilarious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like the guy came out. Now, if the ninja character was like, oh, so sorry, or like something like that, and then that would have been like, holy shit. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't, again, campy as it is, it doesn't treat itself as campy. It actually takes itself seriously.
Yeah.
And that's what I think it has going for. But go watch it. People, go watch this movie.
But now let's get to your hot take, brother.
Yeah.
Go
What's
ahead.
yours? This is your movie, right?
No. I want to hear yours.
Okay. I actually wrote mine down the other day.
Shit.
Let me see if I have, I gotta go. I write stuff on my specific. Okay. All right. I got a hot take. That'll probably get me.
Is
get
it the
some
one
shit
that we
sent my
talked
way.
about over the weekend?
I told you I had a good hot take, but no. This one is hold on. Maybe I wrote down another one. Give me a sec. Oh no, that's the other one. Okay, that's the other one. All right. So my hot take this week. I don't believe there are women that are actually lactose intolerant. You know?
Okay, go ahead. Go down this.
Here's my thing. How can you be lactose intolerant when your body naturally produces milk? Come on.
That's crazy.
Right?
Hey man, I just want to say, go ahead.
You can tell me you don't like
walk
milk.
yourself down and tie your own noose to this. Go ahead, dog. I'm gonna let you keep talking.
You can like milk. You can like you can not like the taste of milk. You know, maybe you don't. Maybe it's not your thing. Maybe the flavor or the texture of it. Whatever.
It's two different products. Like the
listen,
same vitamins
your body
and
produces
nutrition.
it. Your body.
No,
you know how like
it's
people tell you.
One is
You?
foreign. One is a foreign, like
So
secretion. You know what I mean? Like a cow is a different species, dog.
Yeah. It's like
you saying like, I don't understand what's the big deal. You can drink toilet water or water out of a filter. It's still water, my guy. Two different like.
No, I'm saying you can drink it. You might not like toilet water. You might think it's gross, but that don't mean you can't drink it. All I'm saying, it's like when they say salt's bad for you. Salt isn't bad for you. Your body naturally has salt. When you sweat, salt's in there. Like your body needs it. It's a mineral. You know, it's not the salt that's bad for you. It's, when they talk about high blood pressure, it's got to do with water content.
Nah. I think you're wrong for that.
Women ain't lactose intolerant, bro.
I think you wrong for that hot take. That is a wild one.
I'm about to hear from a lot of women with irritable bowels. They're gonna be like, "Hey, man, my hot take of the week. What's yours?"
What? It's like I'm still trying to process it.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm
hot take of the week. I'm going off Marcos. Since this episode we're filming on 3/16, happy Stone Cold Day if you celebrated.
Hey, listen, 80s movies, happy Jean-Claude Van Damme. See?
Hey. And speaking of movies, the Academy Awards aired yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And
so when you're listening to this, it's going to be probably a couple weeks removed, but go on.
So for us, this is like a hot take that's new. I did not like, and for those of you that listened to our episode, I personally did not like Timothée Chalamet's movie, Mr. Ping Pong Man. I did not like that movie.
So your hot take is that it was a bad movie?
No, my hot take is that I don't like it when everybody likes to dump on a person when it's easy to do it. They spent the entire Oscars making fun of Timothée Chalamet and his comment about ballet and opera to the point that it was like, all right, man, like we get it. It's a low hanging fruit, but it's like, dog, he misspoke. Look at his age. Look at his everything. He didn't say anything like, he wasn't like, man, black people are make believe. Like, like he didn't have a hot take. like he didn't say nothing messed up. Like he was like, hey man, like, you know what? Asians ain't real. Like, he said something that has a resonance with him. Like, you know what I mean? His age group. I don't think anybody, like, at least that I know, unless they're in the industry, unless they're in the dancing industry, unless they're in the performance industry.
Yeah.
It's a hot take that he said, or it's something that he believes. Because I'm pretty sure, like, in his circles, ain't nobody hitting him up like, yo, we got the ballet, we got the opera.
Exactly.
Now, his peers, older actors, even people that were in the same category, him would be like, oh, yeah, I got tickets for blah, blah, blah. We should go. Let's dress up in tux. He's probably like, I would rather go to a Knick game. Yeah. And I think like people piled on, including social media, on this man. And my hot take is like, yo, if you really wanted to take a shot at him, why didn't you do when nobody else was? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
these people come out of the woodwork to take shots at people when they know you're easy target.
Because everyone else is taking shots, so it's like, oh yeah, this is. I want to join the crowd. I want to just
Yeah.
pile on versus actually, having
Like,
a thought of your own.
and I felt like the Oscars was indicative of what's been happening to this man like these last couple weeks, and he laughed everything off. But it's like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you. It's almost the same. And again, I know me and you probably had different views on it. It's like when Drake had the issues with
What you mean? You think me and you might have had different takes on it?
I know
I'm
you didn't like
curious.
Drake.
What?
I like Drake, and
I love
you
Drake.
know,
I
huh?
love Drake, but I love Drake. I don't. In all honesty, I couldn't care less about Kendrick. I love Drake.
Okay,
but
I love Drake
Kendrick
too. But
won.
it's like when Kendrick beat him, and just based on hip hop, I admit Drake made some mistakes.
Yeah.
Got his ass handed to him, and he should have just gone into a corner, disappeared, and let
Take
the
the
shit
loss.
happen.
Take the loss. Keep
Yeah,
going.
take the loss, but he didn't. But then, like, it became a thing that even like politicians were talking shit about Drake, and like companies were like, oh,
Listen.
no Drake's up in here, and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
it
At
gets
some point, it's
corny
like,
after a while. Like,
yeah, it
you know what
becomes
I
a
mean?
meme. It becomes you become a meme. You become that thing that's like, oh, everybody. Again, you had random people doing their own version of Not Like Us at different
Yeah.
like events and shit like that. And like, yeah, it gets
It's
corny at that point.
it's like I think the wave of jumping on somebody when they're down,
Mhm.
it's passe at a certain point. Like, yeah, when it's there, like, but it's like, all right, people just
Well,
like in life, people take losses every day. They
yeah.
gotta keep it moving.
How do you okay if that's your take with that, how do you feel about when people do the my condolences for every random thing that happens in this world?
I mean, and that's a funny topic that we talk about. I never know what to do with condolences. I never know what to say
Yeah.
when people like, like I made not made fun, but I've mentioned a couple of times that I lost both my parents in the last like 5-6 years.
Mhm.
And it was weird, like receiving sympathy calls and everything, not because I didn't want them, but it was more like I don't know what to do with my hands emotionally. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
am I
yeah.
supposed to do?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to thank you, or am I supposed to be like, hey man, thank you? Like I really appreciate it. It's like I don't know what to do. And then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
also like if somebody loses or experiences a loss, I don't know I don't know if I'm even helping or bothering them. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like I feel like at a certain point, certain sentiments or certain actions that we do as human beings are more reactionary
Yeah.
and a routine instead of being genuine. And it's like, as a person that I've experienced loss, I don't know. I can't even tell you if I'd like condolences or not.
Yeah.
Or like, it's a weird thing for me. So I'm probably the wrong person to ask. So
Well, it was less about like you is what it was less about. The question was less about whether you like getting condolences, but you know how like okay, you know how something okay, so like John Cena retires, and then everybody comes out the woodwork with their John Cena story.
yeah.
Is it like how do you feel about that? Does that look like everybody's just like, oh, it's their time to fucking to kind of like give grace or give flowers to this man who's dedicated his life to this whole thing? Or is it more of a everybody's like, oh hey, I got a story, like, don't forget about me, I got a story too.
I think it goes a little bit in every direction in that
Yeah.
way, as in some people have genuine reasons,
Mhm.
kind of like the Timothy Chalamet thing, where if you're a ballet company, yeah, you should definitely come for him.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're a person that never seen a ballet, never watched a ballet, don't even know any opera songs, never even
Yeah.
know what an opera is, and you just dumping on him because it's easy to like, yeah, just like yeah, I'm pretty sure people were getting on the wave. I think there's a lot of wave riding now. People are professional surfers at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. So yes,
And
social media makes everybody a pink hat baseball fan.
yeah, like I don't know. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to disseminate what's actual genuine feelings or who's just jumping on the wave.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, again, when you see stuff like that, like, you want to give most people the grace to be like, yeah, they're sharing a story that's important to them because somebody made made hopefully a significant emotional moment in their life. Like I have a specific John Cena story that I didn't put out, or I'll tell them in person whenever I get a chance. But like, it's you want to give them that grace, but at some point, sometimes you can't tell if somebody's just doing it for the clout or if they're just doing it because they genuinely want to, pass the story along.
And it's like, you never know. Like you never know these days anymore, especially in the social media age.
Yeah.
Like, I've probably been on the wave myself at a certain point, but I just think when people jump on the wave to make fun of somebody that you don't know if it's affecting them.
Yeah.
Like, Chalamet could have been yesterday, like, funny. But then it's like, this man's DMs must be insane with the insults of people that don't even know anything about anything. And they're just like, oh, this is the time for me to hate on this man.
Yeah. Everybody, they were just, for a lot of people, it's like they were just waiting for that moment so that he's getting too much press. Can't nobody have everything. So the minute they get a chance to dump on them, they do it. Yeah. I've seen it in person. I get it.
Yeah. It's like you're loved until you're not.
Yeah.
And then
Timothy Chalamet, if you listen to this and you want to pick up your spirits, watch Ninja 3.
Yes, there you go. And sign up for our podcast, man.
Yeah. Sign up and watch that movie because I promise you will watch it and be like, yeah, movies.
Yeah.
Anyways,
do the remake.
Yeah.
Bar for bar.
All them, especially the fucking dropping from the tree and kicking the two cops in the face, or the putting on the claws and climbing up the tree and can't nobody hit her.
Bro, this entire movie is a masterclass of like, man, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it work.
Anyways, all right. Well, that's the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
It's Marcos, aka at the Sunset Kid 56.
All right, come back next week. We're still going to continue this little 80s wave of action movies, the stuff of our childhood that we love. Let's see what we got next week.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
I'm a warrior.